Yeah, very happy to try and create space at the top of the circle and advance down to the hash marks. Here's Luciani. Oh, nice feed in for Robbins. Robbins shoots, save, there's a rebound out in front. It'll come back to Hazeldine at the point. Cross-ice pass away from Adam Robbins. As the Blaze have their first real opportunity of the night. Luciani. Gleason once more. Drop off this time to Barriga. He tries to bank it in off the shoulder of McAdam, then has to make a save from the wall. Vertanen. Barriga. Oh, his shot comes off a skate. Now the Sheffield Steelers are looking to muscle up ice on a 2-on-1. Gentile the option. The shot will come in. Robson is able to make a save. He hangs on for the whistle. Some good offensive zone pressure from the Coventry Blaze. However, the Sheffield Steelers block a shot, take a puck north and create an odd man rush, and Robson the difference.
And you can see they're absolutely, the moment there's a chance, they're away. They're heading straight down in on the attack. Great work by Robson there, stayed wonderfully and close to the shooter. Trusted the D to cover the backside. It was Colton Sauceman tracking back and working on it. And it was just a very nicely played D1 there. It's when you have a mistake like that, that's the best you can hope for.
Robbins tries to sneak away from his man. Drops off in the cycle, shot comes in. Stopped by McAdam, he hasn't got it. It ends up being pushed to the perimeter by the defenseman. Blaze inching close here, even strength. Away, Tremblay shrugging off Talberg. Shudra still in the hunt for the puck as Coventry with Hopkins on a loose puck. On a 3-on-2, it'll fall back nicely to the slot. Chance for the Blaze on the back door. It comes out of the skate of Mike Pellick and trickles out to a Sheffield Steeler who is able to send it long. It's avoided by the Steelers. Cormier will dump it off the backboard. Oh, it comes out and they score. Usela. A little bit of a broken play. The Steelers dump the puck in. It comes straight off the backboards into the hands of Usela as the Blaze defense can't track it. And they open the scoring only a handful of seconds into their second PP of the night. Paul, this is a weird bounce.
Absolutely strange bounce, but it's clearly his Christmas and birthday present, because you could do that 1,000 times and then it happened once. The bounce falls straight to his stick and he just slots it high over Robson. He's just in the right place at the right time, completely as if a pass has been made to him rather than it coming off the boards. Nicely slotted home.
Go back into 8 here in the Skydome. Doherty down the near side. Leaves it in for Tate. Pass back to the trailer. Shot comes in. They score. 15 seconds into the second period. Dominic Cormier beats Matt Robson. Low glove side. And we're talking about transitional offense of the Dundee Stars. Transitional offense of the Sheffield Steelers here. Able to pick out a couple of men in space. It's a crisp finish that beats the Blaze netminder.
If you watch there, everybody on the Blaze goes to the team board side and packs in, leaving 2 unmarked Steelers players on the far side. The Blaze players aren't tracking back. That's a gilt-edged chance that we've given away from a lack of organisation.
The Steelers might get a 2-on-1 here with Tate and Jasper. Jasper takes it in stride. Good save by Robson. End-to-end stuff here. And Sheffield Steelers have a grade A scoring chance there off Jasper. Now here's Sauceman. Drops off for Verton. He shoots glove save by McAdam. He's able to bring that one in with a snappy catcher. Yuri Verton had a hot hand. 2 goals in his last 2 games, and an assist to boot as well. Shot from the perimeter's blocked. Hazeldine jumps onto that loose puck. Talberg to the net for a big chance. Boyson can't scoop it past the blocker of McAdam. Coventry have their best scoring chance probably of the night. It's a very good save. Now Shudra's going to walk off the pile. Hopkins just distributes it behind the net. It was a broken play, but William Boyson very close to his 3rd of the regular season. Talbot, the Steelers are working the puck up ice through Tate. Tate on the forehand, shoots off the iron, I think. That or the bicep of Robson. It was hard to tell, but that one has some zip on it from Tate, and Mitchell Hurd's going to crash the net here, and he's going to score. Hurd just able to waltz off the wall. Jams one down low past Robson. And the Sheffield Steelers, within 5 minutes, have got themselves a 3-goal lead. Let's take a look at this one again. He just looks up. Yeah, he just looks up here, Paul, and has a big bit of space to waltz into. He's useless, tied up with Sauceman in behind the net, and the former Glasgow Clown forward exploits the space. Usula gets around Saucerman. However, Saucerman left the leg out. Steelers going to have a chance in front. Anyway, on the backhand, it's stopped by Robson. It's sat under his pad. Sheffield will go on the power play. However, they had another grade A scoring chance out in front that Matt Robson was able to keep out with the skate.
I mean, no doubt at all, the ref puts his arm up straight away when Sauceman's make the decision. Robson makes a stop there on the line with the leg of his pad there.
Made his Panthers debut against the Sheffield Steelers in his first game in the Elite League. That's a fun one to be dropped in terms of that rivalry as a young man, as Hazeldine strips it up to Bariga on a breakaway. He grabs it out of the air with a backhand, can't get it through the legs of McAdam. There's a loose puck that Gleeson hacked at, but he too couldn't beat the netminder. And the Coventry Blaze have a really good opportunity. Bariga did well to kind of get it out from in his hip area. Effortless from Huttala. Oh, Vertinen pops a tire and breaks his stick. That was unfortunate for the Finn as Gentile to the back door. Big save, Robson. Oh my word. The Steelers taking advantage of a stickless Yuri Vertinen, denied only by the sprawling pad of Matt Robson. We'll see that sequence again. And the Sheffield Steelers really ramping it up through the gears offensively here, Paul, trying to just take advantage of Blaze mistakes.
Yeah, you can see there, he's completely unmarked on the edge of the crease with two Blaze D-men watching him like they're always waiting for the other person to make a move on that one.
There's always a collision in behind the net with Ruffin and McAdam. That'll cause everybody to throw a few shoves at each other. Grant Mismash has got himself tangled up. Robbins has found himself a friend in Tansy.
I think Ruffin lying on the floor being repeatedly cross-checked there maybe should draw an eyebrow or two.
Vertinen had a little bit of space if he wanted to carry that into the offensive zone after the Spinorama chips it in. Coventry have a loose puck down low now. Chukarov. Pellick at the top of the circle. Vertinen shoots, he scores! And here come the Bears. 3 goals in 3 games for Yuri Vertinen. A seeing eye wrister from the point, tucked under the crossbar. And the Coventry Blaze are on the board. They get that timely goal here, Paul, with just 23 seconds remaining in the period.
Just a laser there from the point from Vertinen. And as we've been saying, he's been improving in confidence. He's been going high, but you'll see here, he basically picks out the absolute corner and just lashes that in. Beautiful shot. And as you can see, there come the Bears. I'm not sure who's more surprised, Vertinen when it went in, or the Sheffield bench when they were peppered with cuddly toys by people who can't throw far enough from beyond.
Steelers take that puck away. Oh, it's broken up and a shot on the turn forces McAdam into a relatively routine save. However, the Coventry Blaze have got the puck. Robbins has space. Robbins! Quick release over the top blocker side. He just needed to hit the target. And the Blaze have their best chance of the period. 2 minutes into it from Adam Robbins. Blaze pass ends up in the neutral zone via Chukarov, and that pass was poor, straight into the hands of Harper. Harper will chip one in. Gleeson able to win it off the boards, and the Blaze will have a breakaway if they can find Boyson. They can find William Boyson. Takes it in, gets around one man, turns, fires, he hits the post. Boyson took a second to settle a bobbling puck. He was able to turn it goalwards, and a sprawling McAdam, where it looks like he clipped the iron. And it remains Blaze 1, Steelers 3. Pellick, Talberg, Chukarov, Bariga and Vertinen in this power play unit. The power play unit that scored the Blaze lone goal of the night. However, the Steelers are broke out of the zone. They might get a 2-on-1. Usula, Tremblay popped a tire, but Usula's... Oh, found him anyway in front. The Blaze switch off and the Steelers score. Tremblay. A wonderful crisp finish. And Tremblay on this PK has been excellent as a forward one. However, here he just hung out in the zone. The Blaze took the rise off the prize, and Tremblay gives the Steelers their 3-goal lead back.
You can see this there. There's no one going with him. It just switches off. No one's marking him. Completely wide open. Very little Robson can do on that one.
Mismash leans on his man, then takes the stick up high of Hazeldine. The Steelers are broken away with it. Out in front, they hit the post. A little redirection out in front. They get a stick free, and the Steelers denied a fifth by the iron. They'll have another go here that Robson is able to stop. Let's have a look again. This one happened in the blink of an eye, Paul, as the Sheffield Steelers clang the iron. And with Clements at the point. Can't throw it in as Stephen Harper had a well-positioned stick. Now, the Steelers take a wide route. It's bundled to the net. It's bundled behind Robson. He dives to scoop it out of his own blue paint. Hopkins was also there to help that stay out of the Blaze net, as the Sheffield Steelers have had two golden opportunities inside the last 35 seconds. Sorceman stick handing through a crowd. Jumps it off for Boyson. So drags, or tries to toe drag around his man. The shot's blocked, and we have a bit of pushing and shoving. Boyson, and rather unsurprisingly, Robbins was in the thick of it. The Blaze have an opportunity to get themselves a, well, I would say a consolation goal, although Kevin Moore has pulled Matt Robson. So Coventry will go 6 on 4. Buck in the corner. Mismatch. To the net front, tipped by Gleeson. Blocker save by the netminder. Sorceman will flick that one through a crowd as well. That's saved by McAdam. They have a go at the empty net, and they score. The Steelers get a fifth on the empty net.
Great, control it, pull it around, fling it the length of the ice. Pulling Robson was the correct choice. Losing by an extra goal doesn't make a lot of difference. It was the chance to get back in there.